Hi, I'm Marc Stevens, author of Government Indicted, a website, of course, marcstevens.net. And I got another one for the success stories here. But this was it was a comment that was left here, and I mentioned it on the radio show regarding this article that when I was banned from a subreddit, Ask a Law Enforcement Officer. And yeah, I love that. Yeah, that's a for I am jurisdiction and thou shalt not challenge. Boy, you want to ruffle some statists and their apologists. You want to ruffle some feathers? Start challenging jurisdiction effectively and stick to just the facts. And yeah, they tend not to like that. So instead of giving you any kind of argument, any kind of rational basis to support their position that their laws apply, yeah, you get nothing but ad hominem type attacks and stuff like that. So what I want to do is just go down here and look at the actual comment. It's quite lengthy. Some guy named RJ. Now, I've invited RJ to be on the show, call onto a live broadcast. I've even emailed him. I'm not going to give the email address out, but he's never responded to me. So, but he wanted to make fun of me here or take some shots. My entire argument is broken down and handled in any political theory 101 case. That's because political theory 101 is not going to discuss the moral basis and the factual basis for having a government. They're just going to assume government is good and say all these politically right things to say that, oh, it's wonderful and that you get to vote for the figurehead. You get to vote for the kind of the form of the ruling class and the people who are going to rule you. But see, they negate, they don't get into the question whether people had a choice, whether there was government or not. It was you, and you don't. So they want to just conveniently ignore that and look into everything else. So your political theory 101, it completely ignores the fact that no one has a choice and whether there's a government. And that really is the core issue. That is the single most important thing because nothing else is relevant, which is why they don't want you to challenge jurisdiction. It's why when you do get to challenge them, like I did with Scott Bales, the Supreme Court Chief Justice here in Arizona, all they can say to you is either they don't have to prove their laws apply or give you some ridiculous appeal to the stick in that people are prosecuted. Well, the fact that people are prosecuted is completely irrelevant as to whether the laws actually apply. So what he does here, this is the part that I really wanted to focus on. We'll blow that up so it's easier for people to see. He says, I'm not really posting this for you because I think you are too far down this rabbit hole to be helped. So there's something wrong with my mental acuity there. Maybe I only have an IQ of 65 or 70, and I don't have the mental ability to do that. I'm retarded or something. I can't understand basic principles. And that's only because I'm challenging the assertion and not getting any kind of evidence, and because I don't conflate legal opinions with evidence. He says, but because I think a lot of misinformed people, especially young people, read these types of websites and get the wrong idea. Hopefully this has sparked some thought in someone that could save them a boatload of trouble. Now, if he was really concerned that I was a fraud or a con man, why wouldn't he just accept my invitation to come on a live broadcast, which I can't control, a live stream? Anyone can record it. I can't control that. All I have control over is the podcast that after it's recorded, then I can manipulate it any way that I want. But anybody would have, especially on LRN.FM, you'd be able to have the unedited version and anyone can copy the stream. So it's kind of ridiculous. So here I do invite him to come on. He refuses because one of the things he'd have to do is be able to explain all the tickets and assessments that have been kicked out. So the boatload of trouble, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know. He doesn't want to, it's like most internet tough guys. They don't want to actually confront you in real time. They just want to accuse you from behind a keyboard and behind their computer. So I think it's interesting. This is why I wanted to introduce this new addition to to the success stories. Because he's saying this stuff that he wants to save people a boatload of trouble. So here, I posted this last week, well, just a few days ago, where we had a ticket kicked in Colorado, where the police officer did show up. Yep, that's what you like to call evidence. So there you have that, the case closed, case dismissed. So I'm adding to that in response to this ridiculous charge that, that I'm some kind of fraud. I'm conning people out of a very small amount of money. Or no amount of money, because it's all available on the website for free if you want to take the time to build your own defense. No problem with that. But just like what Nick did here, Richard sent this to me the other day. This is from the New... Whoa. Yeah, we'll blow that up. This is from the New Jersey, one of the New Jersey courts. And, the Atlantic City Municipal Court. And yes, it was parking, and I'm going to get into why I'm spending so much time on what people think is just a parking ticket. You can see here it was dismissed. He filed a motion to dismiss, and it was dismissed. Let's see. It was courtroom. Okay, 8:30. The offense date. Let's see. There again. Okay, overtime parking. Let's see. No plea was given. Okay. So the disposition type, there you go, several times, it's dismissed. Now, why am I going to spend so much time and explain and bring out it's a parking ticket? Because a lot of times to marginalize the work and what I teach people to do about defending against these bogus tickets is marginalize. So when you've got a boatload of documents like this showing that traffic tickets are kicked out all the time, to marginalize that and to try to say, well, okay, we've got a mountain of evidence here. How do we discredit what Marc is doing, what he's talking about on the show and at markstevens.net? Oh, it's just a parking ticket. It's just a traffic ticket, or it's just a minor tax assessment. Never mind that we've had people on the show, and it's been reported in mainstream news where people have gotten felony possession charges thrown out. Never mind about that. So I want to address this briefly, as briefly as I can. Like I've mentioned before, the underlying issues for a parking ticket are exactly the same for any other code violation. So whether it's a parking ticket, a speeding ticket, whether it's a no driver's license, whether it's a zoning dispute, whatever code violation it is, it doesn't matter because it all hinges on exactly the same claim, the same stupid time-worn, ridiculous claim that if you're physically in New Jersey, the laws apply to you. So the underlying premise is exactly the same. So it doesn't matter what the charge is. The premise of every single code violation is exactly the same. So even if it's a felony possession, it is still based on the premise, if you're physically in New Jersey, damn it, our laws apply, and we have territorial jurisdiction. That applies to the police officer giving the ticket and the court this predator files it into. So you got the two issues of jurisdiction, both of them. The guy writing the ticket and the judge at the municipal court who's forcing you to participate and defend against that ticket are all going on the same stupid premise. If you're in this physical area called New Jersey, then damn it, our laws apply, and it's completely fallacious. And this is just more evidence to show that that is completely fallacious. So don't let anyone marginalize the evidence and try to just explain it away by saying it's just a parking ticket. Oh, it's just traffic. Oh, it's just minor possession. The underlying premise is the same. And when we go through, and this is why I did the parking test study, when you do this and you publicly challenge them on this, it is helping you when they do charge you with something that is more serious like possession or a tax issue or something like that. So I want to say congratulations to Richard. Again, I do appreciate him sending me the documentation and standing up to these predators, even if it is just a parking ticket, because the issues are really all the same. If you can't challenge it on a parking ticket, how well you think you're going to challenge it when it comes to something more serious. So we'll have this in the success stories. But if you disagree, if you think I'm causing a boatload of trouble, I think that's what this guy said. I was causing a boatload of trouble. Where is that? A boatload of trouble? Yeah, there we go. If you think that I'm causing people a boatload of trouble, bring your evidence. Not only that what I'm saying is wrong, and try to show that the evidence that I'm presenting with these tickets, this documentary evidence, so show me not only that that is wrong, but present your evidence that I'm causing people trouble, even a boatload of trouble. We're live every Saturday from 4 to 7 Eastern Standard Time on the Liberty Radio Network. And the number there, 218-632-9399. I'll even set you up as a guest. And I'll do another live broadcast if that's what you want to do, where I have no control at all. Well, not that it matters on the live broadcast. But yeah, the challenge is you're welcome there to bring your evidence. I'm not holding my breath, but you're welcome to try. The website, of course, is markstevens.net, and I welcome any challenge.